Most real estate investors could quit off what you just did here. Like, I'm done. You know, like this is somebody's retirement.
Yeah.
Somebody with a W-2 could just go, I got these 12 houses. I'm going to get them done and rented. There's 0% interest. I'm going to let that go for 7 years. And I'll refinance, pull a bunch of cash out, buy a couple of more things. But most people could be done with just this one transaction. Charlotte, North Carolina, one of my favorite cities in the country. Chad Glover, one of our #1 leaders, has been in Sub2 for 5.5 years. We're going to see him today. Also, we have Tracy Gunn. We're going to be filming at her candy store today. She bought 5 candy stores using OPM, that is other people's money, all from the Sub2 community. She raised money inside of our community. I don't know if you know this, but we teach raising capital. We teach Sub2, seller finance, lease options, Morby methods, novation agreements, all the things. You're also going to see Brandon Harris, one of my good friends, who came and bought 12 houses, $0 down on seller finance at 0% interest. Incredible. And I think the best part of what we're going to see today is he told me he has this property that's going to be a pad split, and why he's turning this house into a pad split, and why co-living is taking over the country. Now, for those of you guys that need to understand the difference, co-living is like a cookie, pad split is like Oreo, okay? The brand of pad split is taking over the country. People like to call it co-living. Charlotte is one of my favorite cities. It's also very similar to Atlanta, Georgia, where there is no end to the opportunity. You can do anything in this city. Bro, you have 4 bedrooms right here. This is an incredible deal, incredible deal. And it took you, how long did it take you to even get to that point?
Like a year.
Okay, so this is the part people don't understand. And I'm gonna say it right now on YouTube. It does take an exceptional, the #1 skill that Brandon exercised in this was patience and perseverance and consistency and saying, I'm gonna get this deal done, no matter, even if somebody has to die.
Dude, imagine that. I mean, literally like wanting to curl up and go under a rock and just lay there. You're talking to a guy for 6 months. You have the sweetest deal
and then he
ever.
dies.
And then you get the call that like, he's not answering. His phone's doing. So you call, hey, the girlfriend. I call the girlfriend. Find out he's hospital on his deathbed. And I'm like,
and you're like, can he still,
what could I have done?
Does his hand, can he move his hand?
I'm like, what did I do wrong? Should I push harder? So I just went there. So I figured out a way. I was like, I thought I pushed hard enough. I was freaking out. It was a gut punch.
When you got a hold of the son, did the son know you beforehand, or did you just call the son after the?
No, so
did you cold call the son?
No, I had well, I was going to. I was looking it up, I was going to, but I had this feeling. I was like, Norman told his son about me. Because I had built a relationship, he liked me.
But you didn't know that.
I didn't know that, I just had a feeling. Just feeling, I was gonna call the son, figure out a way. And actually both sons ended up reaching out to me. Turns out one of them is like schizophrenic, like crazy, trying to claim the house. They're going to war at this point about these houses. But yeah, it worked out. His dad told him to sell it to me.
That's freaking, then you did everything you needed to do. You built the rapport, you stayed consistent for, okay, for people watching, how many people, not you and me, how many people would have quit along the way before that 6 months even hit?
A lot of people. So I heard this really cool quote. It was like a week ago I heard this. I thought it'd be perfect for this. And so this guy was talking about like, he got some really good deals, and like this person asked him like, dude, that's like a once in a lifetime opportunity. Like, how did you get more than one of those? And then he quoted someone else that said, once in a lifetime opportunities come twice a year.
My quote is, once in a lifetime opportunity comes across my desk every day.
Well, your pace Morby. But
you're Brandon, dude.
Yeah.
Like if you just tapped into the community every day, you could get
you could. But even like, let's say they come a couple times a year, and like the concept was that like you just have to be looking for them.
Yeah.
It's just like luck, preparation, opportunity. It's like you have to be looking for them, knowing what you want, putting them out there, and then that once in a lifetime opportunity, they're gonna come. For me, they come like those. I've had a couple. If I were to average them out, where people would think they're once in a lifetime opportunities, they've come a few times.
Yeah.
But if you're looking, if you just increase that momentum, then one day it'll be on my desk every day like pace.
I think about it as like, you know, when you go fly fishing, you could drive by the river all day long and watch the fishermen on the thing going, oh, it must be nice, it must be nice. Like, guys, go get a fishing rod and stand on the side of the river and throw it in, like get to work. Now where community comes in is where you have like, you see this other fisherman on the other side that's obviously catching fish, and you go, bro, what fly are you using? And they go, oh, I'm using a nymph, I'm using a such and such, I'm using a blah, blah, blah. Oh, thank you. you wouldn't get that tip unless you were in the river. You wouldn't get that tip unless you went through the cold weather and you put the jacket on and you went out there and you actually cast your rod. And that's what Brandon did. So you got to be in the stream in order to catch the fish. And the longer you're on the stream, the more likely you are to catch the big juicy fish, right? And last summer in Montana fishing, I'm with my guide and I catch this incredible rainbow trout and I go, dude, this is incredible. He goes, not really. I go, what? What are you talking about? This is the biggest. You said yourself that this is one of the biggest rainbow trout you've seen this summer. And he goes, yeah, but Pace, you casted like 700 times in the last 4 months. Like if you didn't catch a big rainbow trout, I would actually be pissed off. I was like, wow, what a good lesson for like real estate.
Yeah.
Because you're cold calling, you're talking to people, you're doing the thing, you're not quitting, you're just casting. You're getting little nibbles, you're feeling the tension on your pole. You might even hook some every once in a while. This fish was like a fish that you hooked and he got off the hook and you're like, I'm gonna go right back there for 6 months until I get that fish.
Yep.
You know, and then you hook it. And most people would have given up a long time ago.
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't an easy deal. It wasn't as easy as they make it sound. Bitch, we're telling you right now, shit's hard. You just gotta be in the river, man.
I love that. Like the part you said about like you see the guy across catching the fish. So I fish a lot. I live in Wilmington. So have you been out to Wilmington yet?
Yeah, it's incredible.
It's awesome. And so I've been fishing a lot more in the past like year. And like I'm starting to put it together where it's like, yeah, you get out there, you start to stack up spots, kind of spots, but then as you go out there and you meet those people like him who have been doing it and know how to do it, and you have conversations, you learn it, you stack up that knowledge, and all of a sudden you're using something else and you're suddenly catching fish.
Or even,
and it's not even like a...
Even to simplify it, like Brandon, friend of mine, he's a brother of mine. So sometimes all you need is a brother or a sister to remind you that you can do it too. It's not that I made it possible for Brandon, it's that I let him know it is possible for him based on who he is. And sometimes just getting permission, like you're out there on the river sometimes and you're not catching any fish. And you're like, oh, this doesn't work. The fish aren't biting today. And you look across the river and some dude yanks a big old freaking trout or a cutthroat or whatever. You're like, okay, they are biting. That guy didn't do anything other than show me it was possible.
Yeah.
And so I go, okay, well, I'm gonna move my spot. I'm gonna ask him what he's using. I'm gonna change up what I'm doing, but the effort's gonna be the exact same effort. You just gotta get the input from other people that are gamers that are doing the same thing as you. So that's what Brandon's good at, not only taking info from people, but also collaborating with other people as well. And real estate is a collaborative sport. It's like, there's probably 15 people that gave you input on this deal and TCs and the title company and other people told you how to structure and hey, how to do this and cost seg and blah, 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 blah. You did not catch this fish on your own and nor will you ever. I don't catch fish on my own. I got guides, I got people, I paid the money, get in the right rooms, I do the thing. This is freaking awesome.
Yeah, I wouldn't have got the deal if I didn't join the group because I wouldn't have had the tool
You'd be on a different
overcome
river.
The objection when the son took over and now wanted a higher price than his dad had wanted. If I wasn't able to pivot, then I would have been, okay, I can't make this work.
You also might have given up earlier too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Going like, oh, this isn't working. I'm just going to let this go and I'm going to go look for like a lower hanging fruit.
That's the craziest thing ever. I was just like, what I tell like my acquisitions person, like the 80-20 rule people use a lot in business. Well, it's not really as relevant for like dealing with these sellers because it's like a one-time deal. But I'm like, it's like a 99-1% rule. It's like when you see that flashing light of that deal, you talk to so many people. You spend all this time talking to people you don't want to talk to, and you finally see a deal like this. It blows my mind when they let that slide. I'm like, you talk to so many people and you have a deal in Charlotte that the numbers work and you forget to follow up or put it in the CRM. I'm like, how are you not dreaming about that?
So I've got this RV park that I'm getting ready to close in Hungry Horse up by my Montana house. And a sub 2 member brings it to me and the agent says, no, seller's not interested in seller finance. And I go, just stay on top of them. Like they're not interested yet. Stay on top of them. So 3 months later, a different sub 2 member brings it to me and goes, hey, I just got this new lead and they're really interested in seller finance. I call the other member and I go, bro, what's going on? He goes, oh, bro, I gave up like 2 months ago.
Oh.
But that happens. It's happened to me. When I first started, this is where like what Brandon put into this cannot be overstated. The amount of effort, the amount of stress he went through, late nights, stress, like waking up in the morning, like, did I say the right thing to the right person? Did I do the thing? Have I followed up with them? The thing's blinking, it's ready to go. How do I convince the 2 brothers that are in a chaotic fight to sell to me and not you know, because you've dealt with sellers too that change their mind last minute. You're like, how do I keep this all together? None of that can be overstated, like how much work was put into this. But there's been deals when I first started that 2012, I'd go on appointments, and then 30 days later, my wife would go and call these sellers and go, hey, my husband went and visited you last month, but I noticed you sold to so-and-so investment company. Do you mind telling me why? Was it the price? Was it the such and such? Did my husband have bad breath? And they go, no, he just didn't follow up. That was it. My wife is like, you literally lost 5 deals last month because you didn't follow up. You're chasing the shiny object. Bro, a year? Freaking amazing. $3 million net worth gain right here on this one deal.
Yeah.
That's insane. You rich mother. Freaking insane. You got to be proud of yourself. Like,
I am. This was an awesome one. And yeah, it was just like, I'm excited for the next one.
It just shows you what you're capable of, dude.
Yeah.
Like this is, honestly, I've never even remotely come this close to this good of a single family deal because you got a portfolio of 0%.
Yeah.
I've done dozens of 0%. Never done a dozen 0% in one transaction. This is insane.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool to hear.
Hell yeah, dude. It's freaking awesome.
That's awesome.
Guys, Brandon Harris, good friend of mine, brother of mine. He might be a better fisherman than me, but give me a couple of years, I'll catch up to him. He's definitely stronger than me, more handsome than me, but I don't drive a Buick and he does. How can people get a hold of you, brother?
Brandon Harris on Instagram at Brandon Harris.
What do you want more of? Do you want more private money, more deal flow, more RV parks? What do you want?
Yeah, RV parks. And then I'm buying deals like this in Charlotte, North Carolina, so co-living.
Can you help people negotiate, close their deals? If you're stuck on a lead and you're like, hey, I need a little bit of help, would you mind getting on a phone call with them?
Absolutely. I've had a lot of people reach out to me from that RV park video. That guy this morning actually has some interesting ones. So I can help underwrite those deals. And then Charlotte, Raleigh, Wilmington, and surrounding areas are single family.
It's incredible. Brandon Harris, everybody. Hey, for the vlog, here we are in Charlotte, North Carolina. This is an incredible location, by the way.
It's amazing.
I cannot believe you got this spot. How many spots do you have now?
5.
5. How many candy stores do you have? I bet the answer is 0. This girl has freaking 5. And we're gonna get some candy right now. Okay, we call her the candy lady in our community, and she's gonna show me how this works. By the way, I've never been to a candy store that tells me what to do.
Really?
It's just chaos.
Bossy. Yeah.
Okay, tell me what to do.
Come on, let's go. Welcome to the candy store. Have you been in before?
I have not been in
Well,
before.
hooray, thanks for coming. All right, let me tell you how it works. So basically, we use gloves and bags and boxes right here. All of the candy jars are the same price, so you can mix and match. You use the glove to put your hand in the jar.
Oh my gosh, that's so great. Everything's the same price, so I don't have to worry
so you
about
don't have to think about it.
Okay.
And then the final best part, because I was a homeschool mom, people love to use the scale. So you can put it on the scale, it tells you what you're up to. So you don't have to guess, like,
Okay.
Okay? And you don't have to worry about weight.
By the way,
price.
the other candy store that I've been to,
Tell me.
I have to guess. I have to be like, oh,
How much is it? Is it a pound? Is it $50? Is it? Yeah.
it
You don't
adds
have
up
to worry.
fast. Candy
It sure
adds
does.
up fast.
So, and then it's all separated by style. So like this is the seasonal, then it's the gummy, then it's like retro and sour over there, then chocolate.
Okay, what's your
So follow
most,
the path.
do you know what your most popular is?
Of course I do. That's why
100 grand in 1 month?
It's the only month it'll do that, but yeah,
What will it average like throughout the year?
like 5 or 6.
Why?
But then we go, it's called Christmas Town. I tried to have the event
Wait,
there.
hold on. 5 or 6 grand per month is what your revenue is?
Yeah.
Or your profit?
No revenue. It's a small little town, but this 1 month carries the whole year.
Okay, that makes sense. What about a store like this? What will this cost?
This one, the goal is 25 to 30,000 a month.
Okay.
We're not there yet, but this month I hope we will be.
Okay.
So,
What-
if
what do
they
you have
all
to-
do 25,000, 30, we're golden. Because
Okay.
that's what I was doing at my New Hampshire one. I was doing 25 to 35 a month. I mean, January is a terrible November. Everyone has their Halloween candy. But the average would be about 30. And so that meant we were doing like 400 plus-ish.
And what's your profit margin?
So we triple everything. So in other words, cost is usually about 35%. So profit margin is what, 65 or whatever? No, I mean, that's the cost, right? Cost of goods. 65 is the cost.
Okay, but then you got labor and
And
overhead and
labor.
whatever. So
Payroll, but I fixed all that.
So your net is what? 30%?
You're asking me hard questions. My brain's not working. No, the goal is if everybody hits their numbers, we'll net about 35%.
Okay, so if I have a store that's doing 400 grand a year,
See,
I'm netting
you
like
gotta
100.
put them all together.
Okay, so all the stores, each doing 400 grand a year or combined?
Yes, each.
Okay, so 5 stores,
Okay.
400 grand each.
Yes.
That's
That'd
2
be
million.
2 million. Yep.
Your net would be?
The goal was about.
That's 600,000 a year.
No, plus more. Yeah, because they're all relying on each other, and we've improved staff. The New Hampshire one costs more. It's a bigger store.
How sweet is that? Those are some tasty profit margins.
They are. You just got to get there.
Okay, and what is your next step? Do you need anything else? I mean, you just raised a bunch of money.
No, actually, we just redid. I'm using some Owners Club people to help me redo the website to get all of my funnels working again. Now that they're all up and operational, now we just have to. There's a fuzzy. We have to. Now we can start the marketing piece. Now that we have staff.
She's making more than $600,000 a year net.
We're going to. We will.
Like, there's surgeons that don't make that kind of
True.
money. Surgeons.
Right? Once they're all hit their numbers, which I hope happens this month, then we'll be able to boom, 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 boom. But the start is always the hard
What are the things that stress you out?
part. Staff. Every day who called out.
Are you excited for robots?
Yes. Shit. Yeah, and the minute I could have you seen some of these
yeah,
robots?
yeah.
They're like these sexy ladies. I'm like, they might have hair like me, but that's it. They'll be like, welcome to the candy store. They won't be hot mamas. They might be, I don't know.
Give them like 2 years, they'll be hot mamas.
They're already kind of weird. But yeah, and then and then we can be open 24/7. I never have to worry about who called out today, who's not showing up. I mean, who's fighting with their girlfriend. I won't have to worry about any of that.
Employees are easy.
I have 40 right now. I know, it's a lot.
But you know what? If you could net next year 600 plus thousand, maybe 700, I'm gonna manifest.
Or more.
My goal for you, in my mind, is for you next year to net 800 grand.
Yes. So my goal was, the numbers I already figured out based on everything supporting each other and the way that I planned it, the goal was we were going to have 2.6 because we're gonna have the shared stores. The first one's supposed to open within the next week or so. So we have 5 other ones that are all profit. That one is 55% profit because we don't have any costs other than cost of good.
Hey, don't be quitting on us and starting candy stores, Canyon, okay?
So anyway, so that one, once those happen, then it makes everything else
Will
easier.
you raise more money in the future, or are you done?
I think that what I'd like to do is, I'm gonna raise money, but for something else probably, but if
For what, RV parks?
I don't know that I want to do an RV park. Well, we're going to raise money, but there's a group of us, not just me. I think I want to raise money we had talked a little bit about small business owners, people buying a business, that if they kind of vet, I can help them to flip the businesses. Like business flipping. I like that idea of like coming in, getting rid of stuff that they've been doing for 40 years, improving, and then flipping it or improving it. So I think I'd like to do some kind of club like that. But if it works in Charlotte, the group, like the 10 with the warehouse supporting, Raleigh is next.
Okay.
And then we just then that's 2. If it works twice, now we have like a franchise model, or we just keep doing it and we just raise money every time.
This is 100% a franchise model. Like it's super easy. None of the goods go bad.
Correct.
Do you have anything that actually goes bad?
No.
My gosh. The candy lady on Instagram, or is it Tracy Gunn?
The Tracy Gunn, because Tracy Gunn was taken.
Hey, all you big candy stores, this lady's gunning for you.
Yes,
She's
I
coming after your sweet asses. Go to Tracy Gunn on Instagram. She's one of my good friends. I would say she's probably the most frequent texter to my cell phone, besides Jamil and Scott and a handful of other people. She sends me a voice memo 3 times a week, and I love listening to it. The challenges she has, the mindset things she has. She's freaking incredible. Get to know her and maybe even buy a franchise from her when she's ready to do that. That would be freaking cool. Congrats.
Be a candy partner.
Proud of you. This is awesome.
Thank you. We're getting it.
This came from Dealmaker.
It did.
What the freak, dude?
It's real.
Okay, Curtis, Rachel, Candy Lady, Tracy Gunn. Give it up for these three for putting this together, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Amazing. We are proud of you, Candy Lady.
Thank you.
Rachel and Curtis, we love you. We are so proud of you. Doing a great job. Curtis, by the way, the first time I met you, I know you are the new Curtis.
Yes.
How many pounds did you lose since I met you the first time?
I think around 60 to 70 pounds.
60 to 70 pounds, brother. You are like incredible.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh! And look what you put together, brother. Thank you so much. This is so freaking awesome.
These guys.
Is he taking all the credit, or is he giving it to you?
No, they've earned it.
Okay, so Rachel, you have a game you want us to play. Is that correct?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and you started explaining it. I came up here and cut everybody off, and the reason being is because we want to get a group photo before we start breaking up and doing like networking and making money together, okay? Jerry, come up here, Jerry Norton. Yay! Who knows Jerry Norton? Oh my gosh.
You just showed up.
It's also Jerry Norton's wife's birthday, Anne Marie. Okay. If you ever believe you can't get something done in life, you should just think about Anne Marie having 10 children. Okay? Pretty incredible. All right, so we want to get a group photo of every city that we go to, and then we also want to get a group video yelling something about that city. Is there anything special that we should yell in Charlotte? Cool. Okay, Queen City. I like that. Queen City! We are in Charlotte, North Carolina. What markets do you personally cover?
So I'm Dominique Rice with Padsplit. I cover Charlotte, Raleigh, Durham, Baltimore, Washington, D.C. So I'm all up and down the East Coast.
And what is the number one thing that your clients in your area are reaching out to you for specifically?
Number one thing is finding deals. We need deals. People have money. People are ready to go.
You're telling me
yes.
that if I found a good co-living property, I could just go to you and you could help me sell it to one of your buyers?
Absolutely.
I didn't know Padsplit was helping out with that kind of stuff. Is that you specifically?
Well, many of us that work at Padsplit are as well because I'm an investor.
Yeah,
and
why not?
Always finding deals is important. If I find the deals, we can put more properties online. So it's not necessarily my job, but if you bring me a deal, let's get it sold.
Okay. Anything else that people are reaching out to you for as a resource?
The number two thing is how to present your property, what to put in the rooms, and we have the blueprint to make co-living successful. So
are they not reaching out to you and saying, hey, Dominique, I need you to underwrite and look at this deal for me to tell me this is a good deal?
So I actually teach classes how to underwrite. I have some information on YouTube. So I train every single person that's interested in Padsplit how to underwrite on their own. So that's a big part of it because I want to see people doing more and more. So I give them the tools to be able to perform and underwrite on their own.
Okay, we love Padsplit, but they're not in every market.
Correct.
Which is challenging. What markets do you know that are opening up and coming online pretty soon?
So we just opened up Nashville. So that event was amazing. I worked with the amazing Corey. She's an account executive in Nashville, and she and I worked together with Rachel to do the summit. Portland, Oregon, Sacramento, and sneak peek, New York City is loading.
Really?
Yes. That's
okay,
a secret,
that's
but
a
now
big deal.
It's not anymore.
Well, this will come. How fast will this come out?
This vlog?
Yeah.
Like 3 days.
Okay, in 3 days it won't be. Okay, cool. You heard it here first. Padsplit says they're opening up in New York. That's a big deal. Okay, now why would somebody not use Padsplit? Because I see knuckleheads that are out there going, I'm going to self-manage.
Yeah.
What advantage does Padsplit bring to the table, and why should people not be self-managing?
So the first thing is that
don't be polite about it.
Listen, listen, if you want to grow and scale, if you want to be a mom and pop, you want to do your own thing, you want to hold on to every penny and you're not focusing on scaling, Padsplit is for investors who want to scale. You want to grow your business and you want to be successful quickly and efficiently. That's who we're for. So 8% is nothing over the course of making millions together with Padsplit.
I agree with this, and there's a sub-2 student here locally that bought 12 properties this year, is uploading all of them on Padsplit. And I asked him today when I visited the property, why'd you do Padsplit instead of self-management? His first answer was like, are you kidding me? Like, do I want to do all that work myself?
Right.
I think the most important thing that Padsplit brings to the table is they actually find the tenants for you that are specifically looking for this type of rental. You guys going out there and just like fishing around, you don't have the SEO built up, you don't have the waiting list, you don't have the people that they have. It makes no sense for you to be doing co-living on your own. You should be doing Padsplit. So, any advice you have for people out there that are looking to get their first Padsplit, a specific part of Charlotte that you really like, anything that is like hot spot for Padsplit, any advice you have?
So I love the west side of Charlotte. I'm a west side girly.
Okay.
But everywhere in Charlotte works. We have Padsplits in Concord. We have Padsplits in Kannapolis. So anywhere in the Charlotte metro is
West side
successful.
would be like Mint Hill or even further.
No, west side of Charlotte, like Beatty's Ford Road, Freedom Drive. It's very close to uptown Charlotte.
Okay.
So the west side of Charlotte is really growing, and transportation, close to jobs and schools. It's a phenomenal area to invest in.
I freaking love it. You are incredible.
Thank you so much.
I'm gonna start doing more stuff in Charlotte just because this girl is such a badass. Shout out to Padsplit for sponsoring our tour, loving on us so much. Look at you. Look at all these people here that came here to see you.
Absolutely. We're so grateful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're awesome.
Thank you so much.
Charlotte, North Carolina. Here's what happened today. All the things. I had so much fun with Tracy. She's making $800,000 a year on candy. That's net in her pocket. How sweet is that? That's pretty sweet, pretty tasty. Tasty profits, sweet deal, love it. Tracy's awesome and super proud of her and what she's doing. I think she's gonna go to like 30 stores and then at some point she's going to franchise. Brandon Harris, super proud of you. I hope you and I get that RV park deal done. But in the meantime, I'm glad that you and I have the Buick Boys. I'm glad that you and I have the Buick Boys album coming out. It's called 12 Houses, No Interest is the name of the Buick Boys album. How freaking cool is that group, that city? All the Owners Club members, sub-2 members. We had about 350 people show up to Charlotte, and sadly, they were split up in 3 different buildings for this meetup. And so this meetup ended up being a meetup. Ended up being us collaborating and talking. And I basically sat there all night long and people were like, who do you know in sub-2 that does this? Who do you know in sub-2 that does this? And I just was giving contacts away all night. Well, talk to Austin Marvel, talk to Tracy Gunn, talk to Chad Glover, talk to Chad Choquette, talk to Doron Levy. Basically, I'm a walking Rolodex. I just know everybody in the country that's doing all the great deals. And so that's what this meetup turned into. And I'm glad that if you guys come out to these meetups, that if that's all you get, then you got everything you needed. Somebody DM'd me this morning and said, Pace, I got lifelong relationships last night from your meetup. I'm not one of your students. I just want to say thank you for doing this. Guys, and thank our sponsor, okay? We got Padsplit. Go to splityourpad.com. We got Prime Corporate Services. Go to startwithprime.com. We got Relay Financial. That's who we bank with. Go to Start With Relay. We also have a couple of others. Oh, Go High Level Champ of the Night by far is Brandon Harris, this 12 package deal. This is the problem with a lot of real estate deals is that you get a deal done and you go, wow, I'm gonna make so much money. Keon, I'm going to make so much money. Now, he made 6 figures. I think he made $150,000 before he even worked on the other 11 houses, but still, he's got 11 houses sitting there with all this potential profit in there. And those 11 houses will end up making him over the next 7 years about $300,000 each. So his net worth on that one transaction will go up $3 to $3.5 million. He is definitely the Go High Level winner of the night. Brandon Harris, you're the man. Tracy Gunn, thank you for letting us hang out and eat all your candy. And shout out to everybody in Charlotte, North Carolina. It is by far the nicest people in the country. I'm sorry, nobody comes close. North Carolina, number 1. South Carolina, number 2. Georgia, in my opinion, is number 3. Not everybody's as nice, and they're nice in a different flavor. Like, you know, North Dakota is probably up there in the top 10 nicest people, but they don't talk to you, right? Like North Carolina people will walk right up to you, hi, stranger. People in North Dakota are like, oh, I don't want to bother that person by saying hi. They're so nice, they don't want to bother you. People in Arizona are like, who are you? I'd say, you know, we have cinder block fences between all of our houses. We're like, yo, I want to keep you so far out of my neighborhood. I'm making cinder block. Here in North Carolina, they have either no fences between their neighbors or it's wood fences that you could just kick down. We're like cinder block, and we're stuck over top of it just in case that thing starts breaking loose. We don't want you coming over here. Please leave us. We love it here in North Carolina. We're gonna be here for 2 days. So Charlotte, thank you so much for all the love. And if I had to start all the way over in Charlotte, here's what I would do. I would go and work for Chad Glover. I would just go into his office and I would work for him. Chad Glover, if you remember, was part of the story of Abraham Gray in Atlanta, Georgia. 5.5 years ago, Abraham bought 9 houses from Chad Glover. Chad Glover is still cranking. I own 5 properties with Chad Glover. We've partnered on 5 deals over the last 5 years, and I love that man. He's one of my favorite people. And he has a little office here, and he helps a lot of the sub 2 members out by saying, hey, I got leads coming to my office. Let's work deals all day long. That's what I'd do. I'd walk in there barefoot, and I'd be like, I got nothing, Chad. Give me a phone. And I could start working for Chad Glover as an acquisition manager. That's how I would start in Charlotte, North Carolina, because I know the right people that are doing the right things. But wholesale is probably what I would first start out with. Build some cash, and I'd start buying some rentals, and I would start doing some co-living to build some wealth. We'll see you guys in Raleigh, North Carolina. Make sure you tell Jamil and Anne Marie Norton happy birthday in the comments down below.